Innovation for education cannot stop. I still recall how nearly 2 decades ago, together with a few colleagues, we commenced envisioning providing educators with technological resources to foster innovation in education. We had been completely transformed inside and out by a teacher who inspired us with his innovative approach to education. We wanted to replicate that to many teachers in many classrooms in all regions of the world. And that's how we started dreaming until we got to this, the 8th generation of TOMi. A device that, if it had to see you face to face with the first version of the device we created almost 20 years ago, I think it would only feel tenderness for seeing the few functionalities it had, the little power it had, compared to everything that artificial intelligence has to offer today, the artificial vision to offer, and all that dynamic for fun and personalized classes that exist within TOMi8. It has been 20 years once more. 15 officially since one of our education-focused companies was initially incorporated for Colombia. And at present, with a global vision, millions of users around the world, we have sold almost 100,000 units of previous versions of TOMi. Now we are ready to hit the market and present what we firmly believe should be the technological assistant that every teacher should possess in their hand, a product born out of our dedication to education.
Well, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all TOMi teachers around the world. I'm Luis Vanegas, and I'm here with Alejandro. We are part of the TOMi digital team, and we are here for a very, very special reason. We are about to launch our newest device, the TOMi8. An all-in-one device for teachers that we strongly believe every teacher in the world should have. It's going to make it easy for teachers to innovate and to bring technology into the classroom in an effective and a smart way. Hello, Alejandro. How are you doing?
Hello, Luis. How are you? I'm happy to be here with you, my friend from London. Actually, really far from there, but yeah, full of energy. We have been facing a lot of challenges here, but a beautiful feedback from the people, from the teachers. So yeah, I'm happy to be part of this launching event.
All right. Yeah, very much. We have some teachers already here, and we have some comments. Hello, everyone. We know that the teachers from Africa, I knew that we're going to be the first ones here because that's the community that we are most focused on, and it's because the response there has been great. It's been very beautiful to be able to talk to people, to teachers in different countries in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, South Africa, and hear from them what are their needs, what do they need in the classroom, how are they innovating in the classrooms, and not only with technology, but also with methodologies and with different theoretical aspects of education. We understand that teachers in Africa are very well updated in terms of education. And we have been trying very hard to give them elements and reasons to be around and to communicate to us and to create a community, quite a big community that we have already, right, Leandro?
Yeah, big community. And when I was hearing you, I was thinking one of the most beautiful thing of this device is we are understanding the challenges around the world, the challenges of the teachers, the real teachers, that they are working hard there in different countries. And I think with this device, we cover almost all of those challenges, and we are offering, as you mentioned, a all-in-one device to face these new challenges, the new challenges in the world of education, but also in the world of the labor market, in the technology too. So, yeah, I'm happy to give them a bit more about this magical device that we have here, TOMi8.
All right, but before we talk about TOMi8, I want to tell you very good news. We just recently, and that's the reason why Alejandro is in London, we were recently participating of BET UK. an event that focuses on technology for education, the biggest technology for education like meeting in the world, with a lot of different companies, very big companies, right? And also startups and definitely like people that are very interested in bringing technology into the classroom, again in a very good way, in a way that actually serves education and the teacher. And that's what we were doing there. We were part of the TOMi Digital. We were launching our device there, the same device that we're launching today virtually in this broadcast. But let's talk a little bit about BED before that. Alejandro, can you please tell us a little bit about BED and about the participation of TOMi in this important event?
Yeah, first, the definition of BED is the British Education Teachers Training, Technology Training. So this is the place where more than 300, even more, I think almost 400 companies from Samsung, Meta, UV Tech from China, several companies, big companies, and you mentioned startups in education are delivering the best products, but also sharing the best reflections about the challenges that they have in their countries. So it's also a technological fair, but also too is like a networking place. You can connect with other people, understand the needs from those teachers from all over the world. We had teachers there in our stand from Polonia or Romania or Nigeria, Ghana. I remember a teacher from UK. I don't know if he's here, but Vicky Collins, she visited us there and she gave us a beautiful feedback too. So yeah, it's a place to understand the future of education in terms of the technology, but also the present of the needs of the teachers and interact with them. So yeah, it was huge. It was huge. First of all, more than 30,000 visitors there, and 3 days working hard from morning to afternoon, attending a lot of people there. But I actually I have my heart full of energy and emotion, my friend. You remember because we were on behalf of, I think, Latin America, Colombia, obviously, but also on behalf of our community of teachers from everywhere. Because, as I mentioned, we have been understanding the challenges. So we were there as a representative of this community of teachers too. So yeah, this was I don't know if you want to know more, but I have a lot of things to talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. I think the most important thing to say is that our participation was surprisingly interesting for many people around the world. We have people coming to our booth and asking, "What is that?" Like people wouldn't believe what was going on there. We understood that the product is definitely very interesting for teachers, but not only for teachers, but also for people. Focusing on marketing and education, or wholesalers, but many different actors in the education market. And also that we were very happy to learn that it was well received in pretty much everywhere in the world. So there were people from Hong Kong interested in the device, people from Singapore, people from the UK, people from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Arab countries, from Latin American countries. Well, but let me show you a little bit. We prepared a clip on our participation on BED, so you can have a better picture of what was going on there. All right.
Beautiful images.
Yeah, it brings
Yeah.
back very good memories, very
The
recent
bridge,
memories.
yeah, beautiful. The city is amazing. The city is amazing.
Yes, definitely. That is one thing to say. London is an amazing place.
And you know, is one of the most one of the cities that most invest in education and technologies and education in the world. That's why the
Yeah,
bet.
yeah.
So,
Just by looking at the event, at this event, definitely you know that they are worried, that they are concerned, and that they are acting towards improving education.
so
All right. So there were some people visiting us. We have. I want to show you a little bit of what the people, how the people reacted to the device and to the different solutions provided by Tommy. So let's take a look of Vicky's interview. Do you want to introduce Vicky, Alejandro?
Vicky, she actually she went to the stand early in the morning with her son, and she was amazed. She like, oh my god, this is a portable smart board and have a lot of features that I need. So, and she's a teacher from UK. She works here. She had her own company tutoring other teachers and working with students too. So yeah, that was incredible feedback, man. I really, you know, sometimes you feel like yeah, actually this is a really good technology, but that was incredible to have this feedback from her.
Let's take a look at it.
Uh, Tommy natives. We are here at BED in London with Vicky Collins, and she will give us feedback about the TOMi8.
So I'm Vicky Collins, I'm from Total Tutoring. I've just seen this amazing little projector. We would be able to use it in our tutoring company. I'm going to think about it quite carefully. What it does, it projects onto a screen like a interactive touch screen, so whiteboard on the side. We're going to be thinking about using it for the little ones, the big ones, using it for games, making learning really interactive. I can see real future for this, so we're definitely considering it.
Thank you, Vicky. Very good.
So very interactive, useful for different ages, a good way to introduce education with gamification. So definitely everything that Tommy Digital is looking for.
Yeah, as I mentioned, she's the CEO of the Total Tutoring in UK. So I highly recommend this link just to share information about her.
All right. Perfect. So let's talk a little bit more about our device. So this is why we're here. And I know the African community and the global community of Tomi may not be very familiarized with our hardware. So let's start by telling them that apart from the online platforms, the teachers platform TOMi.digital or TOMidigital.com, and the students platform TOMiplay.com, we also manufacture these devices that this is actually the 8th generation of the device. This is TOMi8 over here. All right. This is the 8th generation. It's been over 15 years for the company to work on these devices and bring technology like physically into the classroom in order to reduce teachers' workload. That's pretty much one of the biggest reasons in which we base our creations, to reduce teachers' workload. So let me ask you a question, Alejandro. There are many features. We're going to talk a little bit about some of them, not all of them, because we will be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
But which one of these features did you like the most?
Oh man, it's complicated because so many features, really important features. But I think I like the most the artificial vision camera. This is incredible, with the QRs, the interactive, because most of the time you have device for teachers, but this feature was really interesting for the students too, because they interact, they had a lot of activities, they can play games. So I really enjoy the camera. 13 megapixels camera actually is really high level.
Yeah, every one of the components of our device is very high tech.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is just putting together the best of technology nowadays in the service of teachers and aimed to resolve specific teachers' dynamics or teachers' necessities, to reduce teacher workload, to introduce innovation in the classroom, to introduce technology for education in a budget way. All right. So
In a
that's why
affordable way.
we got so much good feedback. And that's why we're so happy to introduce it over here. Okay, so let's start talking about probably one of the most important features of TOMi8, which is the possibility to transform any projection into a digital whiteboard. I have prepared a clip for it. Let's take a look, and then I'll show you a little bit more about it.
And this is our latest release, the TOMi8. It's a must-have. Every teacher in the world should have one because it's going to help you reduce your workload and integrate innovation and technology in the classroom in a very smart way. So let me show you a little bit of how it works. First, it's important to know that it is a portable digital whiteboard. By means of a video projector, a standard video projector, you can transform any surface into a digital whiteboard in a very easily. So it has auto calibration, so I just need to do this, show the area that I'm using for projection, and then tap on it again, and there you go. Now I can use any surface as a digital whiteboard. All right, so over here, as you can see, I can just navigate as I would do, and I can actually use it as I would use any whiteboard, any manual analog whiteboard, but in a very smart and digital way.
Yes. So pretty much that's the first thing to say about this, right?
Okay. Step by step, piece by piece.
Yes. All right. So we have this frontal camera, which is a camera that works together with this optical pen or a stylus. This is a new generation stylus. Okay, that works with infrared camera. They connect via infrared, and this is that has a very good precision. So you can actually make very thin strokes. So basically, you can write on the digital board as you would do on a normal whiteboard. So apart from that, you can interact with any screenshot or picture or photo that you have. That you want to show your students, and you can just put it into the whiteboard and just interact with it, write on it, draw on it, anything you want. All right. So the digital whiteboard being the first feature and probably one of the most interesting features for teachers there. Alejandro was saying that also we also get students to try it.
Yeah.
And they were actually like very, very into it. Because it's just fun. It's just fun, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the thing is, learning must be fun too, man. That's the part of this innovation in education. It's not just technology. It's to have fun, to enjoy the moment, to enjoy the experience. And so I think TOMi is the tool to do it.
Yes, definitely. So it is important to mention that we have an operation system. The operation system that we're going to be using here is Android. All right. I'm an Android guy. I have an Android phone, right?
Me too.
So I enjoy it a lot. Basically,
you're kind of hybrid, no? You kind of Apple guy, and I'm
exactly. Yes. I have a computer's a Mac computer, but I have my Android phone.
Yeah.
So when we say that the device runs on Android, what we are saying is that pretty much anything that you can do on your phone with your finger by tapping and just moving it around, you can do with this device on any projection surface. Okay, so by means of the stylus, you can just move and choose from different applications and different functions that are typical from Android. What are some of those applications that we used during the beta, Alejandro?
Yeah, we use it a lot. We have, for example, we have as repository of contents Colibri. Remember, we did a lot of simulations with uh, electric simulations. We did physical simulations, and like a game, no, again, having fun with real and profound education, but interacting, because something else that is not just a whiteboard, is a multi-touch whiteboard, because you can interact with several different devices and pencils, and so you can invite one or two students even to compete in a good way, to compete in a classroom. So yeah, that was really nice.
That is true. Something cool about it is, for example, same as happening in the Android device, in the Android point, you can split the screen. So actually, something that we tried it and it worked very well is that you can have an educational app on one half of the screen and your favorite whiteboard on the other side of the screen. When I say your favorite whiteboard, what I mean is that you can actually find that app that you like best and use it as your whiteboard in the classroom. So what we had there is like a FED. If you know about FED, we have been talking about FED. We had a very special guest for a workshop last year that who talked about simulations and laboratories in the classroom. And so we used them. All right. So you could see the laboratory on this side of the screen going on, and then on this side you had the whiteboard, so you could explain theoretically what was going on the other half of the screen. So definitely the good thing about this is that it just brings about many infinite possibilities.
Infinite possibilities.
Infinite
That was
possibilities.
real. That was real.
It is.
You can download bunch of thousands and thousands of applications to do almost everything, communicate, share information, interact, play games, a lot of things.
Inusa is just written. I love this device already. Hope to get one here in Ghana to use in my classroom. So Inusa, let me tell you that just by the end of this workshop, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can get one, how you can participate in a prize for one, and how you can actually use a pre-sale offer that we are launching today for this special day. So just stay there because you're gonna like it. All right, another one of the features that I want to mention is the possibility of creating internet in the classroom. So more than internet and intranet. Okay, what is this about, Alejandro?
Yeah, you can simulate internet. You can with our device, you can link up to 120 devices in your classroom. Imagine this: if you have 40 students in your classroom, you can give them a tablet or a cell phone to interact with the simulations, with our TOMi digital platform, with a lot of things. And also you can you can split your classroom in 2 or 3 groups, and create or design an experience, a learning experience for them working with that. But you can manage with your cell phone even all of their actions, because you are linked with all of this. So in places without internet, it's working really good. In places like in Guatemala or in other places, but also in places with full internet, you can deliver a safe internet for your students. Because sometimes in the classroom, when you have an open Wi-Fi, you have the situation to focus them in your class, because you have the interaction with WhatsApp or social networks or kind of or other kind of things. But in this way, you can just focus on you pre-charge information. You can pre-create some data or some papers or videos just for your class. So this is the magic, because you can simulate internet without internet, and also focus the attention of the students in your class.
All right, let's watch a clip on this, and you will learn a little bit about this incredible feature.
So if you live in an area with poor connection or the connection is non-existent, you can actually help yourself with this Wi-Fi server in which external devices such as laptops, such as tablets, smartphones can connect. Up to 120 different devices can connect to it and interact with the context that you choose, that you prepare for your students.
So there's many different ways in which you can do so. Again, there are platforms that specialize on that, such as Colibri. We are studying another one, which is from Wikipedia. And basically what you can do is that you can create content or use the content from other teachers or institutions, create folders, and then share those folders through the device without an internet connection. Basically, you can bring a connection to the classroom for those places that are, as I mentioned in the clip, so that have poor connection or just no connection at all. That we know there are many places with those characteristics around the world. It's not just an African thing. It's not just a Latin American thing. It happens all around the world.
All around the world, exactly. Actually, here in UK, some of those teachers told us about it. In the east of Europe, a lot of teachers are facing a lot of challenges with internet. So it's not just a portable whiteboard; it's a portable library of contents. It's a portable, innovative design experience there in your classroom. So yeah, this is part of what I think is one of the most interesting features. I don't know, Luis, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think the possibility to use external devices. We have seen, for example, to this day, there are some countries that are actually banning screens in the classroom. All right. So we say we want to believe that it's not about banning them. It's about knowing how to use them effectively.
Exactly. Use the technology in a smart way. Be smart with the technology.
So in some cases, I know of educators that actually would like to use the students' smartphones, but they cannot use them because what happens is that once you allow them to have their smartphones, so they just use them for personal reasons, right? Social networks, which you mentioned before. But now with the device, what you can do is that you can actually connect the device to the internet and then decide if you want to transmit internet to the external devices or not. So the external device can just connect to the Wi-Fi produced by the device, and now the teacher is in control of whatever the students are going to be able to get through this connection. All right. So definitely a very useful feature for teachers. There are some platforms that we preload in the device, and a lot of different apps that we're also preloading in the device. Educational apps, games for education, and many other apps. But just remember that you can customize it, you can personalize it as you wish, because it is an Android device, Android-based device. That means you can use it. It can be as personal as your phone.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I was thinking TOMi is working and helping to democratize the technology everywhere with that, because as you mentioned, this technology could close the gap. I've been thinking a lot of this mind the gap expression here in London. Mind the gap when you go out to the tube or to the public service. And mind the gap means for me too one of the challenges in our education. We need to close the gap between those rural schools there in Guatemala, or some places in Nigeria, or some places in Ghana, even in Colombia. We are trying to close this gap, technological gap in those places. So yeah, that's I don't know. That is part of my call and the way that I understand innovation in education. It's not just technology; it's closing the gaps. Is part of the main purpose of innovation.
Mr. Abdul Fattah Ibrahim, an old friend of us from Ghana, just wrote, and I have the video to watch up to the end of the session. Just remember that you can follow our YouTube channel TOMi interactive lessons, or you can also follow us on Facebook. And you're going to be able to get all these videos there, and many other videos, such as the workshop that we have been having, such as the master classes. And this is just a good opportunity to let you know that there are some strategies running. For example, we are running a strategy in which you can actually get a TOMi8 for free, and it's called the TOMi Awards. But let's not spoil it. We're actually preparing that for the final part of the video, and we are actually going to share the link so you can connect to that strategy and participate. But also just remember that you can join us on Telegram, and you're going to be aware of everything that's going on with us. We are preparing new master classes. We are preparing new workshop series for you, because 2024 is going to be a good year for education. It's going to be a good year to be connected to TOMi Digital. So apart from the apps that we preload in the device, there are apps that we actually design specifically for the device. And that app is, one of those apps is TOMi Groups. So let me show you a clip in which you're going to see different possibilities on how to use the device for routinary activities in the classroom, such as taking attendance and marking tests. Take a look at this.
I'm going to show you a very interesting app, which is the TOMi Group app, in which we integrated the possibility to first create groups, virtual classrooms for you, use them to, for example, take attendance. So it's a very interesting way. We're going to use these QRs, and as you can see, I have a group of my students back there, and they're showing the codes to the camera, to the rear camera of the TOMi. And as you can see, this is marking the attendance in the classroom. So now that I know who is in the classroom, I can interact with my students in many different ways. But this is not the only way we can use these markers, because I can also use the app to create tests. And by means of these tests, by means of these markers, I can help them choose very quickly the options A, B, C, or D by rotating the markers in a very easy way. Let me show you how it works. So I'm going to grade question by question. These are the questions I prepared for this class, and my students back there are rotating their personalized and their personal QR codes. And as you can see, it's showing what is their choice.
I think this is my favorite, to be honest, Alejandro.
Yeah, the TOMi Groups application or the camera. Again, I love camera too.
Yeah, the camera is great. The camera is great, but I think the possibility to create strategies in which you're going to use evaluation, but in a very interactive way and as part of the learning process, is definitely something that should be happening in education at the moment. So that's what we do with these markers. So again, basically what happens is that you pre-design the tests. Okay, there's other ways to mark tests. I'll show you in a minute. But basically here is the question by question test. So you show the question and the answer options, A, B, C, or D. Okay. And what your students do is that they're going to use their personal markers and show on top the answer option that they consider correct. And the camera is going to be able to read it and is going to store that information. So the teacher can actually use that information later on for feedback purposes, for evaluation purposes, or what have you.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool feature.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah.
There's another way.
I saw people saying, wow, wow, this is incredible. And remember, we went in between Samsung and UV Tech, big brands. So that's part of this energy, and the feedback was really amazing.
Definitely. There's another way to mark tests. Okay, this is a more traditional way to mark tests. So basically what we have here is a typical format used by other institutions, such as PISA, for the PISA tests. It's a very standard way to mark tests. So you have the same thing. You have your code for the student, and you have up to 20 questions with options A, B, C, or D. So what your students are going to do is that they're going to mark going to read the question from another paper, another source, and they're going to fill the circles accordingly. And then you're going to be using this format, showing it to the device, and the device is going to automatically mark the entire test.
I'm in love with the camera. No.
Definitely a time saver.
Totally, totally.
All right.
The teachers spend a lot of time grading examinations every day.
All right. So these are some of the features. It's not all the features. Let me just show you another one. I don't know if you can see how this color ring is changing. I think you can see it from there. Now it's green.
Can you put it closer to the camera?
And I raise my voice, it's going to start changing the color, basically because, now it's a little bit like purple. Can you tell? Maybe my camera is too bright.
Yeah.
Very well, but it's changing the color. So what we have here is an harmful noise alert. All right. So this is going to create a color notification for the teacher and the students saying that the noise in the classroom is starting to be harmful for the hearing. Okay. We have found that it's a bigger issue than we think. What do you know about it?
Yeah, Luis, this is complicated because it's not only for the health of the teachers, but also for the students, and it's really annoying. And you need to manage in terms to create a real learning experience for the students, because some of the time the noise is too high that makes not just complicated but even is an obstacle for learning everything there. So the students and teachers need to face this, and it's really important to measure that, and with this color ring alert you can find a way to at least to put into words and with your students say, okay guys, please come down and and create a different behavior inside of the classroom.
Yeah, it's definitely important because it includes responsibility from the part of students on what's best for them. All right, we have
it's not magic. It's not magic. It's just to measure and to show them.
Basically that, yeah. And it works very well because students are interested. They want to. Usually, what we have found is that students appreciate the TOMi as a kind of a mascot in the classroom. So they appreciate it so much, so they're going to feel that the mascot is feeling bad, and they're going to try to do something to make it feel better.
I must say it's like a R2D2 in the classroom. Is that? Yeah.
Through that, yes.
The new mascot.
Right. So there are many other features, many other characteristics about it. I just want to show you a little bit more of what happened at BED and how people were so interested on how to use it, because it's definitely something. It is definitely something that people want to look at, and they want to take it and want to try it, and they want to feel how it works.
Yeah, look at those faces. Those faces of the student there.
Yeah, the students using the device. You can see like it can be used just as a normal analog whiteboard. People in education, people involved in education were there finding out what's going on, and they found us and they said, okay, you have something, right? It's something there. This was a little bit of the experience that we had at BED. Definitely an experience that helped us really believe that what we're doing is changing the minds of people and helping teachers reduce their workload and I don't know, active their learning their teaching process, include students in the process, and implement new strategies, digital strategies, and pedagogical strategies in their classrooms.
Totally. We are augmenting their skills and their capabilities there in the classroom with the TOMi device.
All right, so let me try something that I wanted to, let's see if it works. So basically I should put it here, and there you go. How did you like it? That's
Yeah.
the launch of our TOMi8 device. So the big question is coming. How can I get one of these? Right? How can I get one of these? So we have some options for you. It's not just the one. We have some options that we're bringing today. The first one is TOMi Awards. So I would like Alejandro, which is the creator of the strategy, to tell you a little bit about TOMi Awards and tell you how you can participate and what you can win.
Yeah, exactly. All of teachers, if you want to gain one of those TOMi8 and be there in Colombia, Medellin, Colombia, one of the cities well known like as a innovative city, is a place of the fourth industrial revolution for Latin America. It's a city full of opportunities to have networking and also to gain this beautiful device. You must do different things. First, obviously, be part of our community, and you must create a class. Polish the class with showing us your culture. The idea to work, for example, if you are a teacher, a math teacher or a science teacher, you could create a class with your core uh, knowledge and sharing us some of your culture. For example, the way that the people there in your community understand math or understand some science, biology, or the connection with the nature, you could create and sharing with others. So we will have the idea is to have thousands of classes created by you. You're there in your community, there in several countries in Africa and Philippines and Europe, and we will have the best 200 teachers, and we will analyze the best class, and the best teacher, the best class will be there with us, gaining the trip all covered for us, the there in Medellin, to Medellin, Colombia. Also, we will have the device, and we have an agenda, an educational agenda for him or for her. And also, we will have second and third prize. The second prize is the TOMi8 and a license for TOMi Digital, and also the third place is to for a license for the whole year. So this is the TOMi Award. This is an opportunity to create classes with our TOMi Digital platform and share with others part of your culture.
How can they participate into this strategy?
They let me show you. They can participate subscribing in the link. You have the link there. You have the link there, my friend.
Let me check.
Yeah, they have the link.
Yeah, we will share the link in a moment, because it's definitely important that you follow the link, register for the contest, and make sure that you're receiving the information necessary to be able to participate. But it's basic. It's just about using our platform, creating a full class, a class that integrates a lot of different components and resources, and present that lesson, play that lesson to as many students as you can. Remember that you can also share your lesson with other teachers, so they can also present that lesson to other students. And that way you're going to be able to collect a lot of possibilities to win. At TOMi8, the very first TOMi8 to be in a classroom in the world, because that is the very first TOMi8 we're going to be delivering. And also the possibility to come to Colombia, specifically to the city Medellin, to make part of a very big event in education. All right, that's just the first way you can actually get a TOMi8, but it's not the only one, okay? I am going to share with you the second possible way to obtain one. And that is basically by following the link I'm going to share with you right away in the comments. Just follow the link. It is there. If you cannot find it or you cannot use it from here, remember we're also on Facebook. We're on Facebook and YouTube, so you can actually collect them from there. And you're going to be able to register or participate in the pre-sale offer. So the pre-sale offer means that we're going to be offering this device with a 20% discount. There's not many devices that we can include in this offer. So if you want to get it, just go ahead and grab it. Basically, with a 20% offer, you're going to be able to obtain the device for a price for $470 US. $470 US. All right. So if you're interested in getting one of these, just follow the link and make sure that you hit on buy in pre-sale button, the buy in pre-sale button. But that's not all. Actually, we are offering the possibility to separate yours for a minimum amount of money, just $100 US. That means that you can get your device, your TOMi8 device, by paying just $100 today, and just making payments until eventually you're going to be able to get it. Okay, it's a pre-sale offer, and this is very important. It's a pre-sale offer because the first lot of TOMi devices are going to start the shipping after April. Probably in the first week of May, we're going to be shipping all those devices that we have sold during the pre-sale offer. Remember, there are not many devices that fit into the pre-sale offer. So if you want to grab yours at this special price and with the possibility to start paying just $100 today, you have to do it right away. Okay, do not wait any longer because we might run out of the pre-sale offer devices. Okay, so I know a lot of teachers are interested in getting one of these. I know there's many different possible ways to get it. So basically, if you have any questions, just make sure that you connect with us in our Telegram group. Write us, just respond to the emails we're sending you. Join us on our social network on Facebook or Instagram, and just make sure that you connect to us. And we will be very happy to give you support, to give you ideas or to answer your questions. And definitely just hear from you is good for us. Okay, so those are our pre-sale event and our launch event. Definitely very happy to start this new year with another get-together. This is the first together of the year, but it's not the only one. There's going to be many of these with workshops. We are preparing a lot of
Master classes.
I know, Alejandro, if you want to say a little bit about it.
Yeah, we're all preparing a lot of master classes with some really important guests from Colombia, but also from places like US and Europe. We with Beth, we had a connection with other people to really interested in sharing their knowledge and learnings, but also to share with teachers like this community of teachers who wants to change the way that deliver the education and share with others ideas, information, and projects. So that's why we have this TOMi Award too, because we want to enhance this global community. This is the moment of the TOMi Global, the community of teachers from all over the world, sharing ideas, building bridges between cultures, and also to inspire another generation of students and teachers. Because this is part of the TOMi. The magic of the TOMi is obviously the device is incredible, but mostly the magic is you, is the community, is the social fabric we are doing with this connection and the networking we have. So yeah, we will prepare a lot of master classes and workshop for you, but mostly to share the opportunity to create amazing classes for your students.
Thank you very much, Alejandro. So that was it for this special launch for TOMi8. Remember, TOMi8 can be yours, can be in the classroom, and it's going to change the way you teach. It's going to enhance everything you're doing well, and it's going to open to your education to a new world of possibilities. Thank you very much, Alejandro, for being here with us.
Thank you, my friend, for inviting me. And as always, really happy to be with these heroes of education community of TOMi natives.
All right. I hope you continue having a good time in London. Probably see you soon here in Colombia.
For sure. Next week.
Okay, very nice. So just use your time and have fun there. For all you teachers, thank you very much for being here with us. Thank you for believing in TOMi. We'll continue our conversation in our social media. Don't hesitate. If you have a question, please go ahead and ask us. If you have a proposal, please go ahead and ask us. And just expect new invitations for pedagogical strategies and for a lot of new possibilities that we're opening for you in this new year. Have a great day.